Right now at 10, an emotional afternoon in Winona County Court. Adam Fravel sentenced to life.
And a plan on pause. Prairie du Chien School Board pumps the brakes on leasing part of a school building to a health center.
Plus, green light from City Council. The Chippewa Valley is one major step closer to filling its healthcare gap.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. We had some opportunities for some light snow, especially in our southern region tonight. And this is essentially just a precursor to some alert day conditions we'll be seeing later this week. So let's get all the details in our First Warn update with Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, some of the areas down to Decorah, I-90 and basically further south has had some precipitation and still do have some going on right now, like Prairie du Chien. Probably Viroqua to Prairie du Chien may see some of this. Overall, most of it stayed south La Crosse, nothing up to Eau Claire, but we have some activity there. You can kind of see just a little bit of drop in visibility. Decorah, you have a little bit near Viroqua down to 7 miles, so there'll be some light snow, and temperatures are 31, 32, so some of that could mix in. Prairie du Chien, now Boscobel, so really it's Crawford County, Decorah to Crawford County, maybe Viroqua and Vernon County was the area. If you have travel plans down there, something to keep in mind of. Won't amount to too much, still could cause some slick roads. And really overnight, that's what's going to happen until we get closer to midnight, and then all that activity should end. And we have some clearing skies for La Crosse too in the morning hour, but that won't last too long. We'll get back up to only 27. It will be colder than what we've had with that northwest wind 10 to 15, but overall quiet conditions for both locations with some clearing skies, just a brief break with the sunshine coming out. 24 there, Eau Claire too. Now coming up later, as Ken mentioned, we do have a more significant system coming through Thursday that we have alert day conditions for, so we'll time that out and show you how much of snow we might actually receive by the time we get to Thursday night.
All right, looking forward to that update for sure as we get closer to Christmas.
Yep.
Thank you, Greg. A suspect has been named in a fatal stabbing in Eau Claire. Police say Anthony Jackson allegedly killed 31-year-old Alex Graff in an altercation at the Dudodge Inn Saturday night. Jackson reportedly stabbed Graff several times before attempting to stab Graff's friend, who was able to fight him off with a pool cue. Jackson has been charged with first-degree intentional homicide. His next court appearance is December 26th.
A murder suspect has pled not guilty in a Prairie du Chien killing. 39-year-old Jesse Slaughter entered the plea in Crawford County Court this morning. He's charged with first-degree intentional homicide in the October death of Daniel Welsh. Police found the 65-year-old victim dead in his home with sharp force injuries. Slaughter remains jailed on a $250,000 cash bond. His next court date is set for March 10th. Today, multiple vehicles were involved in an accident on Highway 53 in Onalaska. The Onalaska Fire Department says a northbound vehicle crashed, causing traffic to back up. This led to another collision a quarter-mile away from that crash. A small fire broke out in one of the vehicles but was quickly extinguished. No major injuries were reported at this time.
More than a year after Madeline Kingsbury's murder, her convicted killer, Adam Fravel, sentenced today in Winona.
And Kingsbury's loved ones had the chance to give their victim impact statements. Our Grace Monk was in the courtroom on an emotional day.
A very emotional day, and we're having some technical difficulties trying to bring the summary of today's court updates, and we were streaming that live on our website throughout the day, but definitely a sense of closure for the Kingsbury family in some sense, but nothing can take solace from what happened in late March of 2023. So a lot of sound from inside the courtroom. We spoke to members of Kingsbury's family outside the courtroom after the sentencing was handed down, and of course not something we normally see in Minnesota court. Cameras allowed for today's sentencing, something that Minnesota usually completely outlaws, but granted, given the nature of how widespread Madeline Kingsbury's story had become, not just in our region, but essentially across the nation. So still working to get our latest report from our reporter Grace Monk to get that online for you. Now, investigators are trying to find a motive in Monday's deadly shooting at a private Christian school in Madison.
2 Wisconsin students are in critical condition tonight. Another student and a teacher were killed before police say the 15-year-old female shooter took her own life. Ian Lee reports from Madison.
Mourners gathered to remember the student and teacher killed in the school shooting that has shaken the city of Madison and the nation. Earlier, Police Chief Sean Barnes said determining the motive in the shooting at Abundant Life Christian School is a top priority.
At this time, it appears that the motive was a combination of factors. We're talking to students to understand whether bullying was one of those multiple factors.
Investigators acknowledged a document that has been circulating online, but they have not confirmed if it was written by the 15-year-old suspected shooter, a student at the school.
We cannot verify the document. We ask that you not share the document or spread any information that may be false. Our department will provide an update on this document when we can.
After being reunited with their families Monday, students described what they saw. Laura, a second grader, said she heard a teacher screaming for help.
I was really scared and I was really sad.
Her father waited hours to be reunited with her and her brother, who is also a student there.
Seeing 10, 12, 15 ambulances really scared me, thinking that one of my children might be the one.
In the aftermath, police say they found the suspect dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound and recovered a 9mm handgun. Investigators are making a public appeal for information after searching the shooter's home. Ian Lee, CBS News, Madison, Wisconsin.
A lot of lawmaker statements in the wake of Monday's tragedy. In one statement, President Biden cited the tragedy in calling on Congress to pass universal background checks, a national red flag law, and certain gun restrictions.
He said, quote, "We can never accept senseless violence that traumatizes children, their families, and tears entire communities apart." Wisconsin Republicans met today to officially cast Wisconsin's electoral votes. At the Wisconsin State Capitol, 10 electoral votes were cast for President-elect Donald Trump and VP-elect J.D. Vance, and confirmed the results of the presidential election.
A Prairie du Chien plan to lease part of a school building to a health center isn't happening for now. Prairie du Chien School District and Scenic Bluffs Community Health Center say that plan is officially paused. Now, the school board, November 25th, voted to explore a lease agreement with Scenic Bluffs. The idea was the district would lease a section of Bluffview Intermediate School for Scenic Bluffs to open a health care center. Scenic Bluffs would then add a training center on site for Prairie students to explore some career opportunities. Now, some board members objected to that vote, arguing the meeting violated the state's open meetings law. Residents were also wondering why they hadn't heard anything about a vote taking place. District officials met tonight and did confirm that November vote is not legal under the meetings law. In a release tonight, Superintendent Andy Bonasic said, quote, "Our community has spoken, we have listened, and as a result, we'll continue to explore possibilities that meet the needs of the stakeholders in our district."
Chippewa Falls Common Council has approved the location for Aspirus Health's new hospital. The 22-acre site is on Chippewa Crossing Boulevard. The Wausau-based health system has not released information about the size or cost of the facility or what it would offer. Aspirus does say construction could take 18 months.
Celebrating nature's bounty indoors, La Crescent hosted its 15th annual Indoor Artisan and Farmers Market today. The monthly event hosts about 20 local vendors selling everything from handmade items to homemade treats. An event manager says it's an easy way to embrace community and shop local.
Just nice to bring in all the people, see the local goods, local producers, and just to see all the friends.
The next Indoor Artisan Farmers Market will be February 11th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. The Children's Museum of La Crosse brought holiday magic to the community today with a special visit from Santa and Mrs. Claus. Children had the chance to tell Santa their Christmas wishes and enjoy a variety of festive activities like a craft room where kids could create their own holiday projects and a coloring exhibit to express their creativity.
This time of the year, with gift giving as it is, it's a really good way for our kids to enjoy the season.
Another event is set for December 31st, starting at 9 a.m., where families can ring in the new year with a balloon drop. Bookstore sales are surging. How social media is playing a role in bringing back the book.
There are many reasons to join the Y. Building endurance, losing weight, strengthening your heart. When you join the Y, you're committing to more than simply becoming healthier. You're supporting the values and programs that strengthen community. Join the Y today.
Are you finding bathing and bathroom business has gotten more difficult? Bad hips, bad knees can pose a problem. Just getting up and down can be risky. There is a simple, affordable solution. In just a day or two, you can have a beautiful new walk-in shower, safe and easy to care for with grab bars, a handheld shower, and a seat if you like. Set an appointment with one of our designers to plan your new bath. Better products at lower prices because we care. The Board Store.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
Ford gets 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year.
Visit your Best Choice GMC dealer today.
Become a better you with the help and support of the Y. Join us for Interval Zone, a high-intensity interval class to give you a total body workout. Try small group training and work out with a few friends. You can be stronger and living better through the help of the Y.
In the age of online shopping, a relic from the past is making a welcomed comeback. News 8 Now's Jeremy Walsh shows us why a number of good old-fashioned brick-and-mortar bookstores are seeing a renaissance. Jeremy.
Well, Emily, bookstores are seeing a boom because of social media and apps like Book Talk.
I have a Kindle, but it doesn't quite feel the same as a book.
Elizabeth Nemi is something of a relic these days. She's been shopping at Pearl Street Books since she was 12, and unlike many of her Gen Z peers, she still likes the feeling of a good old-fashioned book in her hands.
I like shopping at bookstores mostly because then I can have a physical book, because when people ask me for recommendations, I can literally give them the book that I'm thinking of.
And according to iBizWorld, she's not the only one. The market research company says bookstore revenues are expected to total $34.4 billion by the end of the year. Pearl Street Books owner Beth Hartung says she's seen the growth firsthand at her store in La Crosse, and she credits an unlikely source for the renaissance: social media.
Online presence like Book Talk have really energized the reading movement, and so people are excited about going in and selecting that book and buying it someplace local and then taking it home and then sharing about it in social media.
Well, being able to browse in a physical brick and mortar location does come with lots of other benefits. You might find yourself wandering in a different section of the store and find something that you wouldn't necessarily have been searching for when online.
iBizWorld predicted bookstore revenue would increase 2.9%. Social media trends like Book Talk have brought many readers back into bookstores.
There's a magic in holding a book and feeling it in your hands and turning the pages, and I just don't think that'll ever go away.
Now, independently owned bookstores aren't the only ones feeling the resurge. Book giant Barnes & Noble is on track to complete more than 50 new stores across the U.S. this year. So a welcome sight at a time when other industries are seeing a decline. So guys, it's a good time to be a reader.
All right, sounds like it. Thank you, Jeremy.
In a few minutes, we will have an update from Grace Monk, who was inside the courtroom in Winona County as Adam Fravel was sentenced to life in prison.
We got dry conditions and a little bit of sunshine for Wednesday, but we're tracking the snow that could impact definitely your morning commute for Thursday, as well as the rest of the day. We'll track down how much snow we'll have and what the temperatures look like going forward. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
One of the things that I found very helpful was with the education that Tom provided me to help me understand the role that each unit played in helping to maintain good water quality.
The holidays and Chevy Silverado and off-road adventure and towing with confidence and tech you can count on. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Find your red tag and use your red tag bonus cash to get $5,750 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit hometownchevy.com.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza.
Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. It's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Starting at $13.99.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right, so we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind, because safety runs through everything we do. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
One of the things that I found very helpful was with the education that Tom provided me to help me understand the role that each unit played in helping to maintain good water quality.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
We're now ready to head inside the courtroom on an emotional day for the sentencing of Adam Fravel, convicted of killing Madeline Kingsbury in 2023. Grace Monk reports.
Ken and Emily, Adam Fravel sat emotionless today as the judge sentenced him to life without parole.
He has ruined so many lives, and he took my child from me.
An emotional afternoon in the Winona County Courthouse.
That's not just a bad dream. Madeline is still really dead, and Adam Fravel killed her.
A day of difficult closure as Madeline Kingsbury's family detailed the pain of her murder.
I will never forget that gut feeling or pit in my stomach on March 31st, 2023.
Kingsbury and Fravel's 2 young children now living with their grandparents.
Nothing prepared me to try to comfort my nephew, who will never again be able to see, hear, or hug his mommy. Because there is, in fact, a real-life monster who killed his mommy.
How do you explain to them that they can't ever go back to the home that they knew and they will never live with their parents again?
For the entire family, a lifetime of trying to heal.
I'll always remember how I fell to the floor. And I'll always remember the absolute feeling of emptiness.
She truly was. And always will be the apple of my eye. Her name is Maddie.
And to the final gavel, Fravel still says he did nothing wrong.
I never caused harm to Maddie, and I am innocent. Thank you.
Madeline's family also thanked law enforcement during their statements. They plan to honor her legacy through the Madeline Kingsbury Foundation. In Winona, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Kingsbury's sister says the goal is to keep Madeline's spirit alive and advocate for others. That foundation is already serving families fleeing domestic violence to try and help them have a safe and happy holiday.
Well, in the meantime, we have some flurries happening tonight. Let's send it over to Greg for the latest on that.
Yeah, that event really was just a little bit mainly for I-90 and south. We still got some activity down there if you're towards Prairie du Chien in those areas, but that'll be light and just for a few more hours. Then our attention really turns to Thursday morning's commute, actually all throughout the day, where we could have the most snow we've seen so far this season. Potentially for some areas could be the most in a 24-hour period we've seen even going last winter, which was fairly quiet. So 2 to 6 inches. As you go further north right now, the higher amounts, that looks like it. Much less as you go further south of I-90. That could change, but for right now, it looks like that is what's going to go on. So dry for tomorrow. We'll have some sunshine. Still cold. Not much movement in the temperatures. We'll still be in the 20s, kind of below average. Snowy Thursday. We'll definitely have some travel impacts throughout the day and even the evening potentially. But the good news is dry, breezy, colder for Friday. We'll go back in the 20s, maybe low 20s or teens, but we will be dry. The snow will be over by the Friday morning commute, definitely. But overall, as you wake up tomorrow, we're going to see more sun in the morning. Further west and south you go, better shot. You'll see it earlier. Up to the north, it may take a while till the afternoon. But I think everything will remain quiet even through the Wednesday evening commute, and Wednesday evening should remain quiet, and just cloud cover will start to increase as we go closer till after midnight, but we're not expecting any snowfall to really occur until we're talking like after 3 to 4 in the morning at the earliest. So this is temperatures for tomorrow. That's below average, a little colder than today, not far off for what we should be. The good news is, like I said, we'll have some sun to be out there with that northwest wind, so that should help make it feel a little bit better. There's that activity to the west, a little system that's going to dive south, a clipper system as we call it. We're going to have that snow begin to push into the area around 3 to 4. Further north you go, a little bit earlier, but I think later in the mornings when the snow definitely is going to start picking up, probably about after 7 to 8 for areas south towards La Crosse and southward. That's when you're really going to start picking up, and I think late morning to around noon is when that snow rate gets high enough where we could see some snow-covered or at least slushy roads coming through. That'll continue, but I think it will start decreasing late Thursday evening. Eventually by midnight, I think most of it will push east, so we'll see a decreasing trend. So I don't think its snow rate will be as high going into the evening, but we'll still be dealing with some snow cover already on the ground. This is big picture eyes. We'll kind of narrow this down a little bit tomorrow, but right now it looks like just north of La Crosse, clear up to Ladysmith, this swap in the 24-hour period could pick up 3 to 6 inches right now. La Crosse is right on that edge where it's 1 to 2. Up to the north could be a little bit higher. This will be a little more fluffier snow, so the winds with it will be able to blow some of that around, so we'll have to monitor that too as the winds pick up Thursday evening. And if you're looking at the road conditions right there, it's really late morning to early noon to early afternoon, I think, when the snow rate will be the highest, and then we'll start seeing maybe a little bit of improvement, or the snow won't come down as heavy towards the afternoon, evening. Otherwise, dry and cold Friday, mostly dry for the weekend, and then next week for Christmas week, it's going to be more un-Christmas-like with temperatures probably in the upper 30s to low 40s throughout Christmas and after, maybe a little bit of a rain chance coming towards the late half. So that's the story about Christmas. So hopefully we'll have some snow on the ground that'll last through that period. We'll see.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Bucks with a chance to take home the NBA Cup tonight against the Thunder. Plus, the Central boys basketball team storming back from down 16. Could they hold on to the lead late? Jacob is next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
You come alive in the dead of winter and start work early on snow days, because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to move, plow, blow, and thrive in the winter. So when the snow falls, you can rise to meet it.
Right now, receive 0% APR for 60 months and up to $2,300 off BX Series tractor packages. Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
Celebrating their 30th year, the Rotary Lights Display returns to Riverside Park. Drive, walk, or take a carriage ride through the 3 million light holiday display. Voluntary food and cash donations are encouraged. Get into the holiday spirit with the String Ties Yule Show at the Pump House. Enjoy the songs of the season with the sounds of bluegrass, harmonies, and acoustic string music.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, and the powerful Ridgeline. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob.
Well, we're still in the early stages of the season where some basketball teams are facing non-conference opponents. That was the case on the south side. Central Riverhawks were hosting Menominee. Todd Fergutt coaching his first game since being inducted into the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame. The Riverhawks came to play early. Gabe Service serving up the long-range triple, book it. But then it was the Mustangs kicking it into the next gear. Isaac Ellison kicks it out to Brady Johnson, who knocks down the triple. Central trying to stay in it. Will Schilling pump fakes, gets the triple to go from the wing. But then it's Ellison. He wants in on the scoring this time. Goes with a nasty little up and under move. Central down by as much as 16 in the second half, but an Anthony Jones triple with just over a minute left was the eventual winner as Central gets the nice comeback win. Fenimore traveling to Westby as Westby looks for their third win of the season. Mishandled pass here from Fenimore leads to the steal and breakaway for Devin Nedland. Then Westby gets going in transition again. Senior Gavin Larson finds fellow senior Beckett Brigham, finishing hard through contact. And in transition again. And three-point specialist Maddox Fensel finding sophomore Griffin Nelson for the easy lay-in. And as mentioned, Maddox Fensel finding his shot here from three within just 4 minutes of game time to put the game out of reach. Westby will take this one 67-56. The Mauston Lady Golden Eagles flying into Viroqua to take on the Blackhawks. Back and forth start led by Brianna Heller, finding senior Kylie Heller for three, but freshman Elias Schwem would heat up, splashing three, and then sending a pass to sophomore Sarita Gald, again draining the three to cut into Mauston's lead to just one. Schwem then driving into the lane, coming up here, sinking a little hook shot that'll give the lead back to the Blackhawks. And then Brianna Heller pops a three of her own to get Mauston rolling. Ellie Poley finds Heller in the corner, fakes and takes and makes a three. Mauston takes this one 43-35. Let's check into some more scores from the night here. First for the boys, Caledonia downs Holman in some border battle action. Aquinas all over PDC tonight. West Salem hangs 87 on BRF in a win, and Luther stays unbeaten, taking down Arcadia by 21. On the ladies' side, Sparta cruising to victory at home over Logan. Aquinas, no issues with Toma. Whitehall girls take down Alma Center as the Hornets get revenge on the boys' side, and the Hillsboro team wins their third in a row against Waniwak Center. Big-time wrestling duel tonight as the West Salem Bangor Catbirds hosting the Titans from GET Melman. First match of the night, and Colton Koss got the Titans started fast. Less than a minute in, already has the takedown, and Koss works the armbar to perfection, sticks his opponent, gets the pin, and the Titans with a quick 6-0 lead. Great atmosphere in West Salem tonight. The fans enjoying some popcorn as well. Love to see it. Mason Chambers enjoying the night as well. Up for the big Catbirds, getting the takedown a few seconds later. Racks up the back points as he would win by tech fall. At 157, Gunnar Johnson put on a takedown clinic, 5 total of them for Johnson, plus some back points as he would earn a tech fall. This one would come down to the final match, but the Titans hold on for the 39-32 win. And the Bucks, how about it? Going from a team that looked like the season was doomed early in the season to NBA Cup champions. They did not lose a game in their 7 in-season tournament games, including a 97-81 win tonight against the Thunder. Giannis with another fantastic game, 26 points, 19 rebounds, and 10 assists, and Damian Lillard chipping in with 23 as well. The Bucks have won 13 of their last 16. How about that? $500K payday for Milwaukee. That'll do it for sports. We're back after this.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Guys, what are the chances you can fix this?
It shouldn't be too difficult.
So like 1 in 100?
Fellas, I can fix this.
Like 1 in a million?
I can do it.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yes.
GMT, yeah! 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 Yeah!
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Christmas sale, and we're spreading holiday cheer with unbeatable deals on festive favorites and unique gifts for all the originals on your list. Like $50 off this DeWalt battery combo pack, For the trendsetters, all men's work and sport and women's CGCG apparel, 30% off. For the kids, save 20% on assorted remote control vehicles and drones. Plus, buy online and pick up in our convenient drive-thru. For holiday hosting, gift giving, and memory making, we have what you need for less. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event. Time for exclusive offers on your favorite Ford SUVs, including Escape, Bronco Sport, and Explorer. Get holiday ready with all-weather features that make life easier, like heated seating, a heated steering wheel, and remote start. Great deals on your favorite Ford SUVs. That's how you get holiday ready. Now get 1.9% financing for 66 months plus up to $4,500 in total cash on a 2024 Ford Escape. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the Board Store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the Board Store Home Improvements.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Well, Captain Kirk, Axel Foley, Cheech, and Chung are all heading to Washington.
That's right. The Library of Congress announced the 25 films it has selected for preservation this year. They include Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Lovely classics.
Yeah, and a couple more, Spy Kids and No Country for Old Men.
That's a good one.
So the Library of Congress preserves films for their culture, historic, or aesthetic performance importance. As of now, 900 films in the library's National Film Registry. Quite a list.
And out of those, Old Country for Old Men and Spy Kids are the ones I saw.
Yeah, I've only seen Spy Kids, I
About
think.
the same. Okay, No Country for Old Men, that's one you should all put on your list.
All right.
All right, Greg has another look at your forecast right after this.
Maxwell White celebrates servicing the La Crosse Coulee region for 30 years. Much has changed, but not our commitment to you. Providing local, honest, and quality plumbing repairs and solutions. That's Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Cedar Creek now offers Trackman golf simulators, so real you'll think you're there. Trackman uses Doppler radar to improve your game shot after shot and lower your score. Golf, some of the most iconic courses in the world. Sign up today. Winter leagues start in January. Tee times booked online only. The season continues.
The Holiday Bonus Cash Sales Event is on now at Osseo Automotive, and that means big selection, big savings. Over 40 F-150s in stock with rebates up to $4,500. Drive home a new 2024 F-150 Super Crew STX for only $45,499 after Holiday Bonus Cash, or lease for $399 a month. Over 40 new Super Duties to choose from, like this 2024 F-350 4x4 for just $46,900. Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet in Osseo, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford.
Radon is a radioactive gas you can't see or smell, but it's the second leading cause of lung cancer in America. It can seep up from the ground and into your home, and as many as 1 in 3 homes can have dangerous levels, especially in basements, where many of us have bedrooms and playrooms. Call American Water Works for an expert radon solution. We'll get radon out to help protect your family and your home's value. Don't wait. Breathe healthier today. Call the radon experts at American Water Works.
Working with Maxwell White was amazing. They were professional, answered all of my questions.
I give Maxwell White my highest possible recommendation.
Maxwell White did a fabulous job on our shower.
5-star plumbing service done right.
All right, dry tomorrow, but we do have snow for your Thursday.
All right, thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow.